All right, I was messing with the mic. Oh man, I'll have to mess with that some more later. Otherwise, detail after dark, twisted auto. So I'm going to be going through specifically the photos I took for a client today that I sent to him because he's selling his car, and then just to kind of mess with that, just to show you guys. So maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes talking about it, but I don't see any more than that. And I'm kind of just pulling it up right now. As soon as they get lifted, name ascending. Well, not by name. It needs to be by created. That's going to take a minute. So this is just going to go over the practicals. My wife got me this light. Finally, you can see my face rather than being a really dark spot. Let's see here. Waiting for that to load up. Get through all that jazz. So many videos, extra large icons. Yeah, and it's just like it's the biggest thing. You got to take 4 photos from the outside minimum, and then add on however much damage you put that's on the car, whether it be bumper, paint, rust. You should just have that all set, and then on top of that, telling some buddies. And on top of that, you need to be taking 4 minimum of the inside, plus mileage, plus any sort of lights being on in the car. It should always be present. Again, the more photos, the more videos you have, the less conversations you have to have with potential buyers, and you'll have more conversations with actual buyers. People that are like, okay, they take care of the vehicle. I see everything I need to see. I see the mileage. I see the damage. I see the engine. I see the inside. I see the outside. Okay, that's whatever price is going to be the whatever price. I'm not putting a price on this vehicle because one, it's not mine. Two, I'm not helping them sell it, so I didn't have any price that was talked about. So I try to be out of my client's way as much as possible when they're doing stuff like that, and just to move forward. So let's see here. And yeah, so here we go. So boom, boom, Audio input capture. There we go. Doing it live. I lost audio when I was moving everything around, updating stuff. So, again, whole cluster board, shows oil change, shows that I was sitting in the seat, obviously, without my seatbelt. But you see everything's on in a good way. You don't see a check engine light. You don't see a TPS sensor or something like that going off. Even less questions. My friends are watching my live. So you see the mileage, tire pressure, kind of all over the place because it's Alaska. Oop. Front photo, all clean, shampooed. Door jams, as far as what I do for interior or exterior, I always do door jams because they're always filled with garbage, dirt, debris, nasty. And that's really it. You know, polishing it up, making sure that it's taken care of. The biggest part is when you are selling a car, and if you're not selling something for a good amount, like obviously this truck's gonna be worth over 10 grand, I would have to assume. Could be wrong. Still has decent miles on it. You know, it's not beat up. You see the driver's footstep right there. You can easily paint that with a white protectant again and get it right back as rain. So doing the engine cleaning, this fell down. Oh. Yeah, this fell down. I was cleaning up everything, so I had to go out of my way. I went to AutoZone, got the new plugs put in, and that's why it's holding up now correctly, because I put a new one in here, and down here. This was the heavier side because there's already one here and here. So that's what happened with that. And let's see here. And videos, you know, always show videos. So, and this is where your video should be letting people hear the sound of the engine, see the cluster panel on live. I do not trust just seeing a photo of your cluster panel on. One, the car might not even be started. Obviously, you can have the RPM showing, stuff like that, but people lie and people cheat. I've seen it all. I've had friends that bought cars that the tire literally fell off of the axle within 2 miles, and then that person's like, oh, that wasn't my car, it's not my money, you know, it's this guy's money. Totally batty. People just do the wildest things. That's what it looked like before. You know, that's not very appetizing. You know, I don't feel like paying top dollar. And I showed the customer this. I was like, hey, let's get a engine cleaning in there to get all that out of there. Very different comparative to this. You know, that right there shows me you're trying to actually sell the vehicle, especially since this is a company truck. You know, it isn't like somebody's feeling like they're being shortchanged. Great guy. Done most of his cars for him. And so, I mean, there's a very big difference between, let's see here. That, you know, you go good, bad. You just don't, you know, which one would you feel like you're going to pay top dollar for? And that's what I told the customer. That way he's not surprised by it. He said, go ahead, get it done. So we got it done. And I took videos of it all too. It's just what you need to do. 4 or 5 pictures of the exterior, 4 to 6, maybe 7 pictures of the interior with the cluster panel, mileage. And in this case, he still has to wash the truck. I'm not going to wash it. He's gone for a week, so the outside is going to get hit by the elements while he's gone before he sells it. But at least he knows the interior is done. Following that, that's it. That's all you got to do. 2 to 5 minutes. And your picture should be same day, same time, same place. Don't be doing what these other people be doing on Facebook and stuff where it's looking like a show. Let me see if I can pull it up. And that's the biggest problem, is a lot of people just want to make money on cars, but then it's like they don't want to spend the 2 to 5 minutes max, maybe 10 if you're trying to figure out the verbiage. But it's like what I showed before. Facebook just makes me laugh, just watching how some people just try to sell stuff. Can't even see the mileage. One. I don't know why I took photos of. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go with this. So this is Anchorage. This is Alaska. This is where I'm at. So this person has 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the same side? He literally has 3 photos of the same side. Okay, fine. Has a good side. I would have highlighted this more. I would have taken a single photo of just that. Any damage on the car itself. Damage. It looks like damage. I don't know. Let's see. Damage. It took in a separate photo right here. Zoomed in on that. Zoomed in on that. Has a damage on the front fender. Zoom in on that. Damage there. So he should have taken at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So should have had 7 photos on the exterior. 1. Can't even count that as 1 because I can't even see the mileage. At least I don't see a check engine light. Maybe he should have sat in the back seat and took a photo of the whole dash, or put the phone in between that top of the steering wheel. There you go. One photo of the inside, so you don't know. 2. Decent. There we go. Finally, I can see the mileage. Holy smokes. It's like pulling teeth. Half tank of gas. Never sell a car below a half tank of gas. It just screams to me that you're using it until you get a new car, which is fine. But I don't trust people that aren't even trying to keep the tank going, so that way when they give it to somebody, it's not like, oh, you got to rush over to Holiday or Chevron. It's just like, I don't know if you really take care of the car, to be quite honest with you, because my car, I don't even let that get below a quarter tank, and I'm not even trying to sell it. You're telling me you can't even keep a car you're trying to sell above a half a tank? Like, I know gas isn't cheap in Alaska, but it's like, have some sort of like integrity, or like I'm not gonna say moral compass, but integrity. If you're selling a car, sell it right, sell it appropriately, be professional. You know, things covered in snow. What are they trying to do? I don't know if, man. At least they're trying to sell for $200. I don't want this car. Someone can get it. The motor needs to be gone through. It doesn't run. $200? No. That's free. I'm sorry, buddy. So that's all you got to really think about when you're really going through selling a car, is just don't be like everybody else. Don't, because I mean, some of these cars have been here since summertime and they're still trying to sell these things because the photos are terrible. So there you go. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. Hopefully, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or whatever, advice, just put it in the comments, put it in the chat. Lost audio. Well, thanks, Jay Povolite. All right, man. Otherwise, guys, have a good night.